What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Trading Wars. Thanks for joining me today. So I hope you had a great trading day. We're going to be talking a little bit about trigger trades and having a good time. And just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about holiday trading. Normally during the holidays, the volume does get a little bit light and things become a little bit choppy. And you'll see that today with SPY. So I'm going to be talking about all of those things. So if you're ready, let's step into the war zone. So first and foremost, can I get a Trading Wars Army shout out? Let me know where you guys are tuning in from tonight so I can go ahead, throw your names up on the screen, and then we'll get right into it. Let me go ahead and just retweet this, let people know we're live. Live now. Come to. Okay. Boom. Sent that out. Let's go. Who do we have in the house today? So Alex from Seattle, what's going on, brother? John from Lakewood, what's going on, brother? Emmanuel from Puerto Rico, what's going on? Suman from Phoenix, what's going on? Again, Suman, what's up, brother? DJ from Brady from Minnesota, what's going on? BGT from Virginia, P. Lawler from Michigan, I believe that is, right? And then we have Melly, what's going on? Trading Wars Army, what's going on? All right. See you guys. Beautiful. So thanks for being here, guys. Let's step right into it right now. Okay. So the first thing is what I want to focus on is our trigger day trade. So you can see, like, if we look at this, just look at this chart with me, guys. You can see how tight SPY's range was today. That made it extremely difficult to trade. But we had basically one really good trade. A couple small losers, but one really good trade today, which was this trigger. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on the chart. 467.86 was a trigger. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. 467. So the trigger trades that I do are posted, always posted the night before. So I'm going to post these trigger trades for tomorrow. The ones for tomorrow, I'm going to post them in a bit. So always trigger trades. Try to keep it simple, right? With the trigger trades, what we try to do. So this yellow line right here, guys, this yellow line is the entry for the long, right? So you can see right off of the open, we pushed down and we had a great pop right off the bat with the trigger. So when I'm talking about automated trigger trades, really what it is, guys, is this yellow line right here. You can set it up in your broker the night before. You can set it up with SPY, shares, options, or futures, any one. If you're doing options, you're going to need to use conditional orders. But what you're going to use here is good to cancel, stop limit orders, and for shares and for futures, right? And what you would do here, guys, is once you get filled in that, you could see today in the room, I'm going to show you guys later, but generally you got to read the price action. So once we made a new high here, I was pretty much scaling out from this position here. We also had this beautiful inside bar right here on the 5-minute, which had a nice little pop, but nothing too much. The 5-minute opening range breakout, we did try it, failed today. The 3-minute opening range breakout was also a failure. Well, it wasn't really a failure because we had this inside bar. So it actually did go for a good scalp here. So that inside bar came, which I called out. And let's see the 15. The 15 was actually a nice winner. Okay. Or actually, am I looking at the wrong one? Yes. So yeah. So 15, we had a tiny push up, nothing too much. So I didn't really trade the 15 at all today. I started off on the 3-minute. So let me just show you guys what I did today and walk you guys through it. Okay. What do we have? So SPY setups and alert right here, guys. All right. So let me just walk you guys through this. All right. So I wrote this up for my members here, guys. A guide in the room. So right off the open, guys, we got triggered long. Long has triggered. Got a nice fill on that trigger. Great bounce here with the trigger. Nice and clean pop. Caught the lows. 3-minute chart working on an IB. So that was this one right here, guys. This little inside bar here. This one right here, right off the open, was a great trade right here. Nice one-to-one push. The premiums were a little bit hard with options, but the shares, or the futures contracts, you don't have to deal with premiums at all. So those are still good money there. Some chop here, going to cover off the trigger to be safe. 3-minute IB breaking down, etc., etc. Nice W on the 3-minute ID. Still holding the trigger long, stops to break even now. So once we got this inside bar here on the 5, this one, my stop loss went to break even, and we pushed back up there. And once we had that new high, a lot of chop. Yeah, so we had a lot of chop. I want a new high to cover the longs. Hopefully holiday trading doesn't start. Stop loss at a break even on the trigger. Great push here. Start scaling out now. I want to see a new high here. 5-minute IB paying as well. Beauty. So there we go. So we got that trigger push right there, guys. And what I want to mention really about the triggers is you can set them up the night before, because going into the day, we already know what the trigger is. You don't have to see what the price action is to do a trigger, right? At least the way that I do it. So you just gotta, you can set that up the night before. And as you can see later on in the day, guys, this trigger went for, a big ride by the end of the day. I just covered over here. Unfortunately, like I wasn't able to stay the full length of the position, but definitely like the room, there's a lot of options. There's people that are doing lottos. There's people that are swinging. There's so many opportunities, right? But the power of triggers is always good, because triggers gives you the ability to get involved the night before, which is great. All right, beautiful. Let me just look at this. What else did we have? So we had this inside bar, was great. This was a lot of chop here, guys. Nirvana into this double inside bar, a little pop, nothing too much. Then we had a Nirvana over here, which did give us a little scalp down, right? And then we had this Holy Grail, which was a great push. So you guys see like this market right here, this type of trading action, it's like moving on average like 30-40 cents. So this is great for scalpers, right? Like take the pattern, scalp it down, take the pattern, scalp it up. But for option, like with option contracts, it's very difficult because the premiums don't move that quickly compared to if you're taking that futures contracts or the shares, right? So if you're a scalper, especially you're scalping for 30-40 cents, you kind of want to stick with the shares or the futures contracts to avoid that decay, right? And avoid that sideways action for options. So a little bit tough, but still had a winner right off this trigger. So, you got to take what you can get sometimes. Nothing like crazy, like nothing, nothing huge like yesterday when we had this huge opening range breakout. Not like that for sure. But holiday trading could be around the corner, and we could start to get we could start to get a lot of light volume. So just be aware, right? If we do start getting a lot of light volume, if we do start going sideways, what you want to do is you really want to cut your size down, or you just want to not trade and just focus on swings. Okay. So hit me with a 1 if you followed me there. Hit me with a Trading Wars Army if you followed me there on SPY. And then we'll continue. So we had great days on Monday and Tuesday, big winners. You could see the range of those days were huge, right? Let's just look at the daily chart. You could see, this is Monday's range and then Tuesday's range. Now look all of a sudden at Wednesday's. See how tight that is? So you can just look at the candle. When the candles are small and tight, it's really difficult to make big gains, right? So you got to just take what you can and just walk away sometimes. So I will say, though, that the picks that we had yesterday on Twitter did really, really well. They actually moved a lot more than SPY. And these are not really picks that I trade all the time. So let me pull them up right now for us so we can look at them, okay? 1 second here. I just want to show you guys the last night. Let me pull them up right now for us so we can. So here we go. Delta, Craft, HD, and GPS, right? So I already have them on my chart here. So I just wanted to show you guys a tweet. All right, so Delta. Let's look at this together. Let's take our time. Focus on the education, okay? So let's go back to the daily chart. We hit the replay. Let's discuss this. So we had a nice inside bar here. Can anyone tell me what kind of pattern this is? This is an inside bar close, but for me, this is a special type of pattern. Does anybody know what it is? And while you guys are guessing that, I'm going to go ahead and discuss this, right? So we had Delta, right? We had this big push into this gap fill, okay? And at this gap fill, we had a big rejection and a tight inside bar. Yes, so this is the shotgun. Yes, so this is the shotgun inside bar setup. I love it because the shotgun for me, I like to see the big, big, long wick. That shows me a lot of power, a lot of trap traders. So why don't we go ahead and have that line there for the wick. And let's go down to the 5. So what do you guys think before we talk about this in detail? What do you guys think is happening to the option premiums when we have a little small inside bar like this on the daily? You see we had a big range on Tuesday and then a small tiny range today. Sorry, big range on, what would that be, Friday? Yeah, a big range on Friday and then a tight range yesterday. What do you think is happening to the premiums? And then let me go ahead and get the alerts here ready so we can look at them. So yeah, so we're going to be decaying, right? The premiums are going to be getting chopped around. We're going sideways. So you come in the next day and you can get a great deal, right? So let's go ahead here, guys. Here is the long wick. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this down to the trigger. Let me find the trigger, what it was. Trigger was 39.05. Okay, so the trigger long is right here. Okay, beautiful. And what we're going to do now here is let's play this out. Boom. Lizard saw with the $2. I appreciate you, teacher. I appreciate you, my student. Thank you very much. Appreciate your time. First bar comes in. All right. Kind of in. So we can take an opening range breakout here because we know the situation is very volatile. Next bar comes in. There's your beautiful setup, right? We got the inside bar right here. Go to the alerts, Delta Airlines inside bar. So how we trade this is we're looking to take the breakout. We break above, we want to go long. We break below, we want to go short. Next bar comes in, boom. So that's a winner right off the bat. Next bar comes in, triggers long, boom. Okay, and there you go. So that's the money right there. Inside bar trigger. And if you miss that, you have the yellow line trigger. And this trigger goes ahead and hits the targets. And as you guys see here, I'm going to show you this here. Every day I post sample trading plans that people can use. So the entry 39.05, target 39.43. So let me go ahead and draw the target for you guys. 39.43. Beauty. So that's what I call, like the high percentage play, right? Getting in, making your money, walking away. All right. And then after that, guys, we have a fade. Boom. Right. We have a fade. But this is, you see where my targets are? You see, like, my target is right here. And that's kind of almost where we start to fade. That's why I have my targets in specific places, because we just look for the high probability. It's going to be very hard to make money in this price action right here. You see how it's just chopping back and forth. Even though it's falling down, it's still really trying to kill option premiums. But if you get it right off of the open, if you get it off of the trigger, guys, you can make great money. So that's why I always look, that's why I have a target. And then what you do once you hit the target is you can stop loss to break even, or you can start trailing. So in this case, we had a nice double inside bar. You could trail under that double inside bar. All right. So pretty good. I like Delta Airlines today. It was pretty good. Hit me with the 4 for the 4 horsemen if you're following me right now. Hit me with the 4. Hit me with the Trading Wars Army if we have Trading Wars Army in the house. So I think this one was probably the cleanest of the day. Honestly, guys, it's literally like the same thing we do every day. We know the inside bar wants to break out. We know that. So now it's just a matter of getting in, right? It's a matter of getting in and managing your risk. That's really what it is. Beautiful. All right, so let's go to the next one. KHC, Kraft Heinz Company. Okay. So Kraft was different because we had an inside bar, guys, but it gapped down. I've been shorting Kraft Heinz Company, guys, for a very long time. I've been shorting them since here, back in June. So when we got this holy grail here, guys, I took a short right here, man. And that's been like one of the best shorts I've taken all year. Even though the market was bullish, I caught this one back. Let me just go ahead and pull it up for you guys, just to show you that I'm not bullshitting you. But this one was great, man. Let's see. So I think I started it in June. Or is it July? Or is it here? Where is it? KHC short, 43.59. So that's when we started with KHC right here, guys. 43.59, just beautiful, man. This name, that's why I put it on the list, because I know how it kind of trades, because I've been trading it since June, and that was the entry right there, guys, with that Holy Grail. It's beautiful. This actually was a Ragnarok. See, inside, outside, inside. This was a Ragnarok right here. So it was a beauty of a trade. Let's go ahead and let's discuss this right now. Jonathan with the 4.99. Thank you, my brother. Chance favors us prepared traders. Thanks, Rich, for your leadership. Yes, sir. You got to know what you're doing, man. Let me tell you guys something. You need a plan when you're trading. It's like a business plan, a proposal. You know, when you're going to trade, you need to come, like I always tell you guys, have a plan. All right, how many trades are you going to take per day? What's your max loss? What are the specific setups? Are you going to take opening range breakout? Are you going to take fractals? What is it? Are you going to take fibs? Okay. How much money are you going to start off with? How much are you trying to make every month? All of these questions need to be answered, guys. They all need to be. Otherwise, you're just gambling. That's the honest truth. Okay. So here we go. Inside close yesterday. We go to the 5 and you'll see we gap down. So now we have a gap down, guys. The first thing we can always do with the gap down is an opening range breakout. We already know that, right? So we had this breakdown, opening range breakout. That's good money right there. Another push lower. This is beautiful. Opening range breakout at its best, guys. Check this out. Boom, short right there. Bam. That's your money, man. That's big money right there. Then we start to reverse, right? And then what do we do when we reverse? Well, we draw the fibs. We take the fib from the high to the low. This is what we call the morning leg, right? This is why I wrote the book on Fibonacci. Here's the morning leg, okay? So we already have rejection on the 50. Then we have, but you can see the low of the 50 never breaks. You see this candle? This low never breaks, so you're not triggered in. If you're using the candles, you're not triggered in. And then we come up a little bit higher right here, okay? Notice how none of these lows are breaking. So you're not going to be triggered in if you're using a candlestick approach. You see what I'm saying, guys? But then check this out. Outside bar. Beauty. That's a beautiful outside bar sitting on the 786. So we can bracket this bar right here. Break above the high, go long, break above the low, go short. There it is, guys. Boom. Let me just show you. Bam. That's beautiful. And if you missed that outside bar, guys, there was an inside bar right here. So this is a great one. Opening range breakout, outside bar, inside bar. I mean, it's just really clean. It's clean. It's like Mr. Clean, guys. It's just beautiful. Let's go ahead here. And let me just show you the alerts. Right here. KHC inside bar right there. Boom, 1040. Beautiful, guys. Very, very clean, guys. Very clean. All right. Hit me with the 3 if you followed me there. I love it. I love it, man. This is like a perfect gap down and go. You gap down, opening range breakout. Okay, you cover your first leg. Now we start pulling back. You can add to your short. We have the fibs. If you missed it, that's fine. We have a confirmation bar here. Bam. We have one right here. Bam. Beautiful. Thank you very much, guys. Next, Home Depot. All right. So Home Depot, same thing. We come to the daily chart. So we actually closed with the Nirvana today. But yesterday we had a tight inside bar up against all-time highs. That's a nice setup. We go to the 5. We know it's going to be volatile. First 5-minute bar comes in. So this does trigger long, right? This does trigger long. Let me see if it even gets to be a winner. Wow. Hold on a second. This is crazy. 1 second. Could have probably hit the target within the first 5 minutes. Let's pull it up and see. Home Depot long entry 418.01. Okay. And the target is 419.50. That's beautiful, guys. I love that. Look at that. Okay, so we trigger and hit the target immediately. So we trigger, we hit the target, bam. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Then right after that, guys, we have a holy grail. Very powerful pattern. You already know how this works. Outside, inside, holy grail setup. Check this out. Bam. That's all she wrote right there. Love it. So we have the holy grail. If you missed that one, we have another inside bar here that worked. This double inside bar was a little bit of a fake out. Then we rolled over. This inside bar was a great scalp. Then we had this one at the top of the range. Beautiful. So nice fractal trades. Trigger worked as well. Beautiful. You know, that's like the trigger. I don't get greedy with it. I'm just looking for, you know, consistent gains. Take me from A to B. Take me from A to B. That's it. Okay. Just want to make some gains. And then these fractals are, you know, when they, like, if you catch these big ones, guys, that's big, big time money, big, clean money. All right. And then the last one was GPS. So this one was really difficult. This actually became a double inside bar. All right. So we have a double inside bar now in GPS. So this is what a double inside bar looks like on the 5. Watch closely. We have this range and then this range, which is even tighter. So almost impossible to really make money on GPS today because the range is so tight. So, but that's okay because now it goes on the list for tomorrow because we have a double inside bar, which has a potential to break up. Okay. So there we go, guys. That's the recap. I'm surprised the stocks moved a lot more than SPY today. Usually SPY was leading the way, but you know that's going to happen. That's why we always mix it up. We try to mix it up. If we look at the swing trades, the Marvel 90 calls went to a high of 460 today. So let's just look at Marvel. Yeah, so we made a new high and then we had a little bit of a fade, but that new high took us to 460. Beautiful. All right. So Trading Wars Army members, do you have any chart requests for me? Do you have any questions for me? Go ahead, post them in the chat. We'll look at your chart requests. We'll look at comments. Just hit me with a 7 real quick, just so I could see if you guys are still awake. Hit me with a 7, and we're gonna go from there. You guys see, I come on stream and I do the same thing almost every day. It's the same thing. I have another exciting theory that I want to share with you guys. I want your opinion on this too. So let me do a chart request, and then I'm gonna ask you for your opinion on this. Yeah. So NVIDIA, absolutely beautiful inside close today. Yep, it's on my list for tomorrow. So you're thinking the same way that I am, Melly. Was it Melly? Who asked for NVIDIA? Was it you, Melly? I can't even see it anymore. Yeah, it was. Yep. So beautiful tight inside bar on NVIDIA, man. Gonna look to play this bad boy tomorrow. Gonna get the automated orders set up and ready to go. I love this because it's also pressing up on all-time highs. So if the market wants to explode tomorrow, this one has a big chance of running. Okay, what else do you guys have for me? NVIDIA, I see that. KR, Uber, okay. KR, let's see, KR, Kroger. So Kroger working on a holy grail on the weekly. Good catch. So let's let this one close. And this will definitely be a nice pick going into next week if we can close as this holy grail. So potential holy grail on the weekly, that's on watch. What else do we have? Uber, beautiful inside bar. That's a beauty. Looking for that tomorrow. There's a lot of plays tomorrow because the market did go sideways. So we have a lot of plays. That's on watch for tomorrow. CL, weekly, nothing. Daily, I don't really see much going on here. This one is a name that a little bit hard to day trade. More of a name that you kind of want to swing. But it still can work. I don't really see any patterns right now on the daily or the weekly. So I wouldn't be looking to really play it until we can have a clear Trading Wars pattern to take. Alta, Neo, PayPal. Alta. Who said Alta? Alicia Jackson. Are you in the store, Alta? Are you supporting them? Are you like my wife? You guys are both up in Alta, supporting Alta? I'm gonna have to buy some shares in this. Beautiful, beautiful weekly move here with Alta. Definitely looks like it wants to break into new all-time highs very soon. If the market agrees and the market continues to be bullish, this one will break into all-time highs without any problem. Without any problem at all. And nice weekly daily inside bar here, guys. The last time we had a nice one was right here, and look what the result was. So this is an underrated pick. Everybody should have this on their watch list going into tomorrow. Okay. Neo weekly. So I don't really see any patterns, nothing on the weekly, nothing on the daily. I would stay away for this one from now, just until we get a pattern. PayPal. Yep. So PayPal had that bounce. I've been watching it very closely. So you guys know I've been adding on all of these fibs. I also have another order right over here to add more. But we finally had the first green week after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 red weeks. So PayPal definitely looks like it's setting up for some type of relief bounce. Just remember though, it's going to be a battle because there are a lot of shorts in here. So PayPal is going to be a battle. It's not going to be easy, but definitely first green week. Could have another green week next week potentially. All right, guys. I see you all in Alta, man. I see you guys in there making it happen. All right. All right, where are we at? All right, this is my question to you. So I have my vision board here and I have my to-do list. So I'll start thinking about a few things. So I pretty much let's have a casual conversation here. Okay. So for my swing trades, I pretty much have it down to a science. Let's help this brother out right here. YM, what's going on, brother? After the inside bar, we must wait for the price to cross the high or low of the inside bar before opening position, right? No, you don't have to wait for that, brother. That's when it. So if you're in the room, I think you are. I have trade plans posted every day for each one that I post, so you can use this for your reference. You don't want to wait for the high to low or low to cross. If you can get like an opening range breakout, or you can get a fractal entry, because sometimes if you wait for the high or low to cross, you're going to miss the move, right? Like if we look at Delta Airlines here, right? So Delta, we did. So here's the trigger, right? We did break out and hit the target, but before that even happened, we had a beautiful inside bar down here that you could take. So sometimes it's better to front run the plays and look for other entries ahead of the trigger, because if you wait too long for the trigger, you might end up getting late to the party, and nobody wants to be late to the party, guys. All right. So what I was saying, guys, is I know what I got to do for the swing trades. I have it down to like a science at this point, very mechanical. SPY, I have strategies for every single day. They're really good. One thing that came to my head that I want your opinion on is I feel like there's a potential for a Friday trading strategy. So Lotto Friday, SPY. I feel like there's a potential there to have a new strategy that could be very, very aggressive because it's lottos. You know, like, do you guys feel like, let me ask you guys, do you guys feel in general that Friday's price action is a lot different than the rest of the week? What do you guys think? In general, do we move a lot more on Friday than we do on a Monday? What do you guys think? Hit me with a 1 if you think there could be a specific strategy for lotto only on a Friday. And the other thing that I'm starting to think about too is maybe just trading on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays for SPY. And the reason why is so that we can just trade lotto expiry as a separate strategy. So all of these questions are going through my head. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get the pen and the pad out for myself. And right after this call, I'm going to go spend the next 3 or 4 hours looking into the last Fridays for the last few years. and start to think about, is this a possibility for us to play? Just really trying to get better. I get ideas because I keep asking the question how we can get better. So thank you for being on this journey with me. I love you guys a lot, man, because if I didn't have you guys here, like, I don't know, like, I wouldn't be so motivated. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't feel that motivated because I feel like I have people that I help and I have people that want to learn. So it motivates me. But when you trade by yourself, it gets very lonely. You know what I mean? It gets kind of depressing. And I think that's why a lot of people appreciate the lounges that we have where we hang out. You know, even if you win or lose, you can have a community that's there to support you, you know? And I think that's important, especially these days, guys. Honestly speaking, we live in a world where we just had COVID the other day. Like, there's crazy things that happen, right? There's a lot of BS. Our freedoms get taken away from us. And we need to have a community of people. And that being said, anybody that's negative, it could be on YouTube, it could be anywhere. Anybody that's negative, I just ban them. Straight up. I just ban them because I'm telling you, we already have so much adversity. What is it? Adversity. We have so much adversity in our life on a day-to-day basis. We get our freedoms taken away, right? So we don't need that when it comes to trading. Trading should be empowering and enlightening. It should not be something that brings you down. That's what I'm trying to build. Anyways, I'm going to take that to the lab. I'll be in the lab for a while. I'm pretty confident in what I'm doing for the swing trades, for SPY, and also for the stocks. I do not want to mess with my swing trade strategy at all. My day trade strategies are great. I just feel like there's something I could do more for Fridays because it's lotto. And I think it'll be more of reversal trading. What do you guys think? Let me know right now. Do you think reversal trading on Lotto Friday is going to be the one that's going to make us a lot of money? Reversal trading. I'm talking about fading. I'm talking about buying dips. That's it. I'm not really talking too much about opening range breakouts. I'm talking about fading and buying dips on Lotto Friday. What do you guys think? Hit me with a 1 if that's a good idea. So what it would be is like, all right, it'll be try to get options for a cheap price, right? Because we can fade new highs and we can buy dips. So that way we have a very low risk because the premium is going to be cheap and we can just hit it. And if it doesn't work, it's totally fine. Okay. I like that. So let's make it happen, guys. All right. Thank you very much. What I want to do here is I'm going to end the broadcast. I really feel like there is an edge on trading certain days. And the reason why I have a feeling about this is because I have, several really wealthy trader friends, and I've learned from a lot of them that they don't trade every day. I trade mostly every day because I love trading, right? But there seems to be something where you don't need to trade every single day to make a lot of money, that's for sure. But you can go ahead and maybe come in some days and hit it hard, right? Like maybe you can come in on a Wednesday and play for Friday expiry. You know what I mean? So this is what we're going to do. Please make sure to like and subscribe. So as long as you guys support me, man, I'll be sharing these strategies with you, I promise. So please like and subscribe. But I'm gonna end the broadcast here, and I want you to comment. When I end the broadcast, I want you to comment in the section. I just want you to comment which day of the week. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Which day of the week do you think will be the most profitable day for trading SPY? Just based on your experience, based on what you know. Okay? So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Which day do you think? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start testing individual days. I really think there is an edge. I know there is an edge for trading on a Friday because there's trap traders that don't want to hold it over the weekend. That makes sense. That makes sense. So we'll see. All right. Thank you very much for your time. Appreciate you guys. And I'll catch you tomorrow. Keep doing what you're doing. Monday and Tuesday were pretty great money-making days. Today, not so much. But that's fine. If we have to play defensive for the rest of the week, we will. Just protect what we've already made. All right, guys? Thank you very much. Catch you tomorrow. Take care.